this one out too. Okay. Okay. I'll write the list on the fly, but let me get this up at least.
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Hi, welcome everybody. Holy cow, we are flying by the seat of our pants, literally today.
Why would that be?
Time management? Perhaps. Okay. Well, we're doing a lot of things. So I've been doing some work preparing for our event on Saturday, our public event, which reminds me, I'll just say this right from the beginning, there will be no happy hour this Saturday because we'll be at an all-day event, Pagan Pride event, so local, and we'll be reading cards and selling some old or rare or infrequently used tarot decks there.
Gently used. Gently used.
And maybe not so gently used, but they will be marked down. So we're going to be doing that and we're just busy. So it's been busy. At any rate, so good to see everybody. I think I was writing the list and I was up to Susie. And then I don't know if anybody else has come in. So I'll just scroll down a bit. Susie, Kara, and okay, it was Kara. It was Kara all along. And Violet Lotus. All right. So, all right, we're going to start with an oracle. I think I have some to choose from here, actually.
All right. And, of course, our good friend Libra.
Yes.
It's her birthday tomorrow, so we're going to do the birthday spread reading for her.
I'm ready. So we'll get to that right after we do the oracle for the collective. And by the way, Libra, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Leave the bad singing to me.
Okay. Point taken. He'll be around. It's dinner time. I fed them right before we started.
It's a strategy.
It's a strategy. I don't even know if he's in there, though. He might still be waiting his turn.
No one's in there.
Oh, well, that's a bit odd. Sunny was down here while we were filming our monthly modality message.
Which will be up later this evening.
So this fall equinox. Some interesting readings there for sure. Shuffle and cut. Oh, the deck I'm using is, Fall equinox is here, which, by the way, blessed fall, happy Mabon, Merry Mabon, as Willows likes to say on Twitter. And this time of perfect balance, but now it's shifting to the dark. And speaking of sunny, an imperfect balance, here he is.
How did that happen?
I know. So at any rate, I'm using Divination of the Ancients because... There it is. Because divination is really good at this time of year. A good practice to go deep this time of year with some divination tools or meditate. And our card is, oh, that's fun. It's drawing lots. Lots, not runes necessarily, although, one could argue those kind of look like runes there, but, those are different symbols. And it says chance. Oh, I like the sounds of this. Did I go too far? There it is. So, an opportunity for you has been cast. Do you have the courage to take the chance you are being given? Or will you let it pass you by? Whatever happens, your life will change. But it's up to you which way it will go. You have been asking for just this, for something different, something exciting to happen. You will never be contented to rest on your laurels. If you really want to spice up your life, and you do, then it's time for adventure. Life happens for those who take chances, but nothing happens for those who don't take the risks. The Lots card says, go for it. And so here's a little incantation. Lots are cast, the stones are laid, conclusions drawn, decisions made. Yet I know not where to place my will. Go I with chance, or remain I still? And that's the question you have to ask yourself. Are you willing to take a chance, or are you willing to just stay where you are? Choice is yours. I have one other thing here, other divination meanings. The more you experience, the stronger and more confident you will become. Take up an opportunity that allows you to work towards reaching your full potential. Don't be afraid to build on solid foundations when the chance to do so arises, be it a financial opportunity or someone's change of heart. That's what I have for everybody.
All right.
I think it's a nice read. I think it's just what I like to do, and I don't know. I guess I'm really a calculated or a nervous risk taker. I will hesitate. I will miss out on some opportunities, but I've jumped on many. And, if you don't take chances in life, you don't grow, you don't learn. So don't be afraid to go out on a limb and take that chance. All right.
So Libra's birthday.
Hey, Libra! Woohoo! We've got the birthday gift spread.
So why don't we use one of your...
Well, I think I will. Should I use my new deck? I don't know what'll come out. It's not new. It's not new. Like I said, I've been going through my decks upstairs and finding ones to put on the chopping block and sell or keep. And I ran across this deck that I haven't used much. And I think I know why. I bought it many years ago, but I think I'm ready for it now. It's actually called the Leaf Tarot, so it's perfect for this time of year, or the Leaves Tarot. So, and it's just images of leaves with some small images of tarot on them. Some are better than others. It's a very plasticky, cardboardy kind of feel to the cards, which makes them hard to shuffle. But I want to try out this deck because I have used it before. It almost, like I said, was on the chopping block. And I said, why didn't I like this deck? And I realized there's no reason I didn't like this deck. I actually like this deck. It's perfect for fall. Am I blabbling?
Oh, no.
Am I shuffling too long?
I don't know. Is there a benchmarking process?
We'll ask Violet.
There you go. She says they're pretty.
Oh, the Mabon reading. Did I forget to retweet that? I might have missed it. Ah, shoot. I'll check that out.
Oopsie daisy.
And a good thing to do. Stretch yourself, you know. You might get some criticism out there. Ignore the naysayers. Just being able to do it and have the courage to get yourself out there, it means everything. And that's awesome. And Violet's posted is posting reviews on a blog now. Awesome stuff. All right.
The first card.
The first card is, oh, why did I put that down there? Maybe I should leave this by you.
Yeah.
You can read them.
The gift that you received last year, Libra, that you can use to make the most out of this year.
And look at that.
And it's the King of Cups.
The King of Cups is upright. So I don't know if this is a person in your life who helped guide you, who was, in some ways, I want to say a benefactor, but by that I mean they seem to be there when you need some emotional support. So if this reflects a person in your life, fine. If it does not, I think it indicates, Libra, that you, last year, the gift you received is the gift of emotional maturity. You've learned more about how to control your emotions and the benefits you receive when you do so. You know, you don't get people all upset at you. You don't cause a scene, and you feel better. You feel better when you can be the adult in the room.
And I agree heartily with that. I also think this could say that there's a sense of understanding benevolence in your life and how you portray that to others. And you understand, or from last year, understand what you can do to be helpful to people and what you can't do. You know what your limits are.
All right. And so the second
is the gift of the present moment.
Whoa.
I knew it.
Did you?
When I saw that, I said, that's got to be the Wheel of Fortune.
Holy moly, Libra. It's like a lucky time right now for you, or it will be. I mean, it's really the present moment, the here and now. So it's got to be like in the immediate future. Things are changing. Perhaps you're ending a cycle because it's your birthday, of course, coming up, and you're starting anew. And this cycle could be very fortuitous for you. Hi, Angel. Hi, Addison. Good to see you both. We're doing a birthday reading today for Libra Cusp.
Well, Libra, I think the gift of the present moment, too, is the sense of anything that could happen will possibly be beneficial and will happen luckily, like a sense of destiny. When it happens, you'll say, oh, that's really weird. And then you'll say, but it sort of feels like it was meant to be. That's the gift of the present moment. Spontaneous good luck.
Yeah, synchronicities, look for signs, look for, you're always looking for signs, So some bird or somebody is going to talk to you today, which reminds me, I meant to look up birds today because something flew over my car when I was driving, and I'm pretty sure it could have been an eagle, but I don't think it was a bald eagle, or it was some kind of hawk. I'm not sure. I have to look up these birds in Michigan and figure it out.
All right, card 3, the gift from your connections with others in the next year. So knowing people, having friends, what is that gift you get over the next year?
Well, there will be some reversals in this reading. I just want to make sure I mixed these up very, very good before we did them. And it's the Queen of Wands. So this is a gift from others? Or
yes, your connection to others.
You are just going to sparkle in other people's eyes. So I feel here that, or the best way to put this is I think that you are going to be able to attract the right people to you.
Well, it's the gift from your connection to others, and I think what it is that in this next year, you sort of rise to the occasion in many ways. Maybe it's because of the good luck, but there's something that's magnanimous about you, that's compelling, magnetic. It is the Queen of Wands, so some of this has the idea of being on central levels, but in general, it just really is talking about how charismatic you will find yourself in the next year. Maybe it's not just you yourself, how you look, etc., but really how people you're connected to will look at you. Maybe they're seeing and understanding these changes in you. Card 4, the gift that will help you work on, achieve, or move forward on your dreams and goals.
It's
the good stuff keeps coming.
For now.
So it's the Ace of Cups. Upright.
Upright. Well, my goodness, Libra. The Ace of Cups upright indicates that, okay, so what is this that will help her work on? You know what?
You're going to do something you love. You're going to basically start something you love. Hey, no. Go away.
No. You stay here. I just wanted to see this again. Help me work on or achieve. What will help you work on or achieve your goals? Right. You said you could start working on something with love, or you could start infusing love in all you do. And that will help you achieve your goals, Have an open heart, an open mind in all the things you do or try to accomplish. And I think that, it will bring about some great things.
I guess it's a little bit of both. I think it's also about really just loving what you're doing. But I think also, too, it's finding how you can love something so much and put your energy into it and make it, achieve your dreams. All right. So card 5, the gift from your spirit guides and or the ancestors. What do they want you to know or keep in mind in the next year?
That's another upright one.
And it is the upright Page of Swords.
Well, the Page of Swords, so this is a gift from your spirit ancestors. You know what? Wow, I see a couple things here, Libra, that your ancestors, number one, really want you to maintain that connection with them, to keep communicating with them. They're there for you, and they want, they knock on your door probably a lot, which is why you see all of these, signs and symbols and synchronicities out there. So the next time you see a particular bird or flower or things that draw you in, think about some of the people who have gone before you. Was that something that was a favorite of theirs? Are they trying to call to you in some way? I would think about it in those terms. But also the gift they are giving you in this year ahead is how, allowing you to be more open-minded and keeping in mind that you... Am I babbling? I am. Keeping in mind that you can really achieve a lot if you maintain perspective and objectivity.
All hail the Banshee.
I'm sorry. I must have taken...
I think that the gift from your ancestors could also be summed up with that they give you a sense of poise that allows you to hold yourself between the world where their voices come to you or where they send the symbols and meanings to you, and then the world that you do have to be in, the physical real world. And so it's really kind of like a sense of floating between those worlds. That's the connection. Just have to tune into it.
Okay.
And then finally, the gift this year ultimately gives to you. What lessons have you learned, or what progress or growth have you achieved by the year's end?
And of course, it's got to be our first reversed card, but that's okay. Maybe.
And it's the Emperor reversed.
Well, I think the gift that, this year ultimately gives to you is this. Sometimes you have to realize, I think in this year, that you can't control everything. that sometimes you just can't. And sometimes maybe you don't want to. Okay. Maybe this is a year where you don't want to take the lead on something or be in control. You don't feel it's in your best interests. But the reason why I said that first thing, Libra, that you can't always control things, is because of that Wheel of Fortune card.
Thanks for babbling again so that I couldn't
I
say
didn't even
anything
go that
new.
far this time.
No, it's okay, but that's basically what I was going to say is
read
that
his mind.
is
Go on. You can continue.
that really the sense of fortune and good luck, that's what you're meant to learn, is that not everything is under your control, but when you really are poised, balanced, listening to those inner voices of charisma, whatever it is, magnetism, you can do what you need to do. You don't have to have control over everything. Things will come for you.
Oftentimes when you relinquish control, that's when things start to flow to you. So you just got to let things happen sometimes. And I think that's the gift of the Emperor reversed card for you. So that's what we have for you for the year ahead, Libra. Happy birthday. And remember, you can come back anytime and revisit this reading, which will be on our, in our archives there. Right. So feel free to come back and explore it. Yay, birthday girl. Happy birthday to you. Birthday. All right.
It's my Firehouse Red color. I actually bought it along with a black suit because I was giving a public talk for a new foundation that we were going to be involved in. That was years ago. But I do like the color. She likes red. And I recently got a very same color red beret. So I'll be wearing that one of these days.
Well, I'm wearing purple for the grapes I'm eating.
Hi, Karen.
Hey, Karen. All right, we got the birthday reading done, so let's move on to Asal. Asal posted a question. Does Alabek regret his decision to break up with me?
Okay, so I'm going to use my Tarot of the Ancestral Path.
Okay.
Yeah, we're cooling off over here, too. I'm sure we're in the 50s, Addison.
Well, we got up to, I think it was 61 or 2 today. So... And we're going to go down to the low 40s tonight. And it might, in some rural areas, it might hit 30s. So, brr. Wow. For our event on Saturday, it's an outdoor event. It's supposed to go back up to 69.
I'm bringing a sweater or a light jacket.
Well, I probably wear sleeves again, too, so I'll be covered.
But yeah, we'll be reading cards at the Detroit Pagan Pride Day in Hazel Park, Michigan.
Little bit of a drive. Any construction out that way?
It wasn't really that bad. Nothing really. I think more of it started after I got past that area.
Yeah, you guys have been getting it hot over there. I don't know. We just got the lucky card this year. Fall came on time. It's going to warm up to the 70s again after the weekend, I think.
Why, thank you, Swati. We're flirting. No, we're not.
Ah.
Okay, so
thank
we were
you.
doing this as a regular 3-carder, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the first card is the reversed 8 of Pentacles. It's called the 8 of Sacred Circles here. Mm-hmm. And then another, the upright 2 of Sacred Circles. And then the King of Staves, which is the King of Wands. So does Alabek regret his decision to break up with you? That was the question.
I know, and I'm thinking about it here. I think maybe there is some regret. only in that the Eight of Sacred Circles is reversed here. I don't know if it's so much. See, that's the problem I'm having here. I don't know if it's so much regret as it is that maybe Alec feels that they left something unfinished or unsaid that needed to be said. There's that element to this card here. Maybe, that's what it is, that they don't feel so much regret as they feel like maybe they wish they could have left things a little bit more tidier and a little bit more balanced, like so that there was more understanding. That's
right.
kind of
It
the way I'm looking at it.
It doesn't feel like regret. It sort of feels like maybe they needed to handle things better. They feel that they don't have regrets, but they feel that they could have done a better job. I think that's what I'm getting now.
I think so too, because they feel, they feel really pretty full of themselves in that, I'm not saying ego here, but in that they're very confident and secure. But this maybe is something that they realize they didn't handle as well as they could have. And so there is that element of it, like maybe they would come back. If they would come back at all, it would be to tidy things up and say things differently, to clarify things or to at least achieve a equal understanding. Because remember, the Two of Pentacles is about balance. And so I feel here that, they wanted things to be more balanced, maybe more understanding or harmony in what they did.
So it may be that they have a minor regret there. That's all I can see, is that they felt like they just should have left it in a better shape than they did.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw the Lenormand. And our first one is the Ring.
Oh.
And it's followed by the Birds.
So, I don't want to get personal again, Estelle, but am I right that Alec may have, cheated on you, right? Or am I wrong about that? Did he just leave? Because I almost sense here, well, either way, I feel here he was committed to, I think, some other encounters. The Birds has that kind of...
Okay, I guess I always thought it was the other way around.
Well, you could read it that way.
The other encounters, though, interfered with his ability to commit.
That's it. Yes, I like that. That's the way I should have said it. So yes, I think because he had other things, he was unwilling to make a commitment.
Somebody was wondering where Sunny is.
We'll throw a Sunny cam up in a little bit. We will, we promise.
Yeah, it's just he almost always knocks everything over and makes a problem.
That's what I have for you, Estelle. Or we have for you.
That's what we have.
Did I leave you out?
No, you would never do that.
All right. So we're on Angel Mary.
Hi, Angel.
Angel Mary.
Angel Mary.
Did we get a question?
I don't remember. There's a retracted message.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, Angel Mary, go ahead and type your question. What will bring me...
There it is.
Okay, what will October bring me 2022 in my love life? Okay.
And you're welcome, Estelle.
Let me use...
Yeah, we just got him on a tight rein, Swathy.
I'm sure he'll try to come over by Mr. O in a little bit. I know him.
I generally tend to let him make his break.
But he looks kind of pooped out. And I have to say, he was off to the side on set during when we were taping our monthly modality message just a little while before this show, and so he might be a little pooped out. Shuffle.
Right.
Well, let's see what October looks like for love. At some point, Mercury is going to go direct, I'm sure. I just don't know when. Is it the end of this month? It must be the end of this month. I'll have to look it
It
up.
went on the 9th, right?
Yeah, I think so. It was that week of Labor Day, I think.
So, it's the 30th.
The 30th? Okay.
Or somewhere around there.
Can't wait. Maybe that will mean better things in communicating with, in romance and other areas. All right. We got the Eight of Cups reversed. We got another 8. The Eight of Pentacles upright. Uh-oh.
Now what? Oh.
It's the Lovers reversed. So, mixed bag here, Angel Mary. At first, when I saw the first 2 cards, I was already thinking about it, and I thought, oh, you're going to be pulled back to something from your past. And maybe I'll still say that. Something is pulling you back either to a past experience, a past romance, or maybe some place where you had a past encounter that maybe you're hoping you will find, somebody else there, depending on where, I don't know, I'm just saying that. Something from your past you're being drawn back to. But, and it shows here that you really either, I could look at this one of 2 ways. Either employment or work concerns are interfering with your love life in some way, or you're really trying to work hard towards, something. Either going back to a past relationship or finding somebody new. It's just a little bit confusing to me. I'll probably let Mr. O go, but you have to be very, very careful here that whatever this is that's drawing you back is for the right reasons.
Right. I feel there is this pull maybe to something from the past, or just going back to an area of your life that has familiarity. And I think this involves considerable effort or motivation or work on your part. That's the Eight of Pentacles there. So that in doing this, it maybe feels like it is a form of a therapy, or if it is a form of a strategy to find something or to go back to a past perhaps. But I feel like it could say that, you need to be careful about that decision to do that, or what comes at the end of that decision, that if you move into a situation maybe where you meet somebody new that may not work out right away. I'm just saying, just be careful. I just don't have I think it would be good, but not necessarily for the right reasons. Like you might find a love adventure, but it might be short-lived, or you just may feel this would not be the kind of person you want to really stay connected with forever.
And of course, I've got our Halloween Lenormand. This is pretty interesting. Hey, Anthony, we've got the ball and chain, but you don't have it. Angel Mary does.
That's the anchor, of course.
The anchor. And then the stars.
And the stars. So I guess this is saying you just have to really keep yourself kind of wedded to, anchored to, rooted to the idea that good luck will come to you in this manner. That I think it's really saying just maybe don't make drastic moves, maybe necessarily about going back physically somewhere, or even necessarily mentally, that maybe you just really need to think about, how you should just remain hopeful.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to be honest with you, Angel Mary. For for some reason, I'm not that hopeful about October being the best month for romance for you because of the Lovers reversed and this thing about the past. I'm just not sure here. Something might be pulling you away from the romantic department. But what I think the Lenormand is saying here is that you should, regardless, keep your hopes up. Remain, because remember, the anchor keeps you in place. Remain hopeful because the future will be much brighter. I'm not sure. I mean, I see maybe there could be some connection coming back to you from the past. But like I said, with the Lovers reversed here, you have to make sure it's for the right reasons and that it's really good for you, that, to engage in that. And that's all we see. And if this doesn't apply that there is nobody from your past, then I think it's just saying that just remain hopeful, things will
Well, I don't know
out.
that it was necessarily about a person per se, but I thought it
Or
could be a situation or a place that has meaning that is familiar that draws
Agreed.
you back.
Right.
So either way, though, I think it's still that idea that, you need to be with caution about what's going on there, what
So
decisions
we have
you
for
make.
you, Angel Mary.
All right. And
Hey, you are welcome.
you're welcome, Angel Mary. And Anthony would like a general. I'm going to use my new Golden Dawn Tarot.
Alrighty. So I'm just finding amazing stuff I've forgotten about in my collection upstairs as I'm weeding. I think I'm up to maybe 17 or 18 decks that I'm willing to sell or move on now for my collection. And I'm not through yet. I've got like this cabinet now to go through. But I've made a lot of progress and I'm sure there's more I could weed. There's a lot of things that are still on my maybe pile, but I'll save them for another sale or we'll just see. Some things I'm going to be bringing back out again to use, not in October, but in some of the months after October. You'll be seeing some older decks of mine. But oh my goodness, it's been crazy. So I'm trying to make room for the new. New things are still going to be coming. I've got a couple things coming in from Llewellyn still, and so do you have something. Oh, that's right, that deck, and you're reminding me about that winter tarot deck. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I have to think about it more. Which deck is this?
The
Okay.
new Golden Dawn
Yes.
Tarot.
You know what I came across today?
What?
The Templar Tarot. I'd
Okay.
forgotten about that one, and maybe I'll bring that out sometime.
Well, you have the decks more than I do.
Indeed.
Okay,
And Mr.
general
O
reading.
gets dibs first if he wants any of the decks I'm going to sell, of course.
Okay, general reading. The Devil. God, look at that smoking nether region there. And then the Princess of Swords. And the Princess of Swords is like the Page of Swords, who's come up a couple times
That's
today
right.
already. And then it's the reversed Three of Pentacles.
Ah. Well. Okay, Anthony. Well, you know what they say. Make good choices. Is that the page?
That would be the page.
Where is the page? Make good, wise choices. The devil is here to tempt you, into bad behavior or maybe excessive behavior.
Where there's smoke.
This could be very sensual, seductive card as well. So just be aware that, you should be forthright and, set some boundaries for yourself. Which one is this again? Oh, it's
Three
the
of
Three of
Pentacles.
Pentacles reversed.
It's hard work being bad.
I like that. Even it's hard work being bad. No, it's pretty easy to be bad. I thought it'd be the opposite, Mr. O.
Okay.
But at any rate, I think what it's saying here is that you might be tempted, to get involved in something. Maybe it's a group, an organization. Maybe it's just some excessive partying, some clique that just is too excessive. And I think the Princess of Swords is here to say, make good choices.
Well, it's the Page of Swords, the Princess of Swords. And so I sort of feel like if there is an interesting situation with a person, they could be a person younger than you. Maybe it's also the idea, too, that there's a little bit of a revolt feeling going on here. Like maybe one wants to sort of be bad for being bad's sake. So maybe just kind of taking a brief adventure of some sort. But I feel like there's the possibility that reverse Three of Pentacles makes it look like, some consequences of some sort. Or just the idea that it doesn't work out in the end. Like it might be fun, but it doesn't really take you anywhere.
Right.
So that could be applied to a relationship, but not necessarily other things. Well, it could too, I guess.
Yeah, you know what? I'm really sensing here this is in your social life. This is not work. To me.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I'm just going to say that, though. But I can see why you do. Let's see what the Lenormand says. I might change my tune because clearly this could be saying that, you'll be tempted to take on something at work that it'll either be hard working with these team members or the people involved. And it's just saying, really think about, what you're doing or watch how you communicate too with others in this time.
So with the Lenormand, our first one is the Lily. Mm-hmm. And then there's the Tower.
So that does sound like work all of a sudden.
Yeah, it does. All of a sudden it kind of shifts it more towards work. Mm-hmm. So maybe the idea is that there's a feeling of being constrained in the workplace and not really being allowed to be a team member in a certain respect.
Sometimes the Lenormand can really change our perspective on this. And really, Anthony, when I look at the devil has those other connotations like Mr. O just said about feeling bound or oppressed by something. So it might be, some people that you work with that are not pulling their own weight perhaps, or they may not be recognizing you for what you're putting out there, and so it feels less fun.
It's a non-team dynamic maybe. And
Exactly.
It's probably just at this point in time, like it's not the overall, but maybe it's coming in the next general range of things. Just wondering too then if maybe there's somebody who presents as callow youth kind of person, know-it-all person of some sort. I mean, they're talented, but maybe they're opinionated too. So back to the Lily and the Tower, though, this is maybe indicating that this situation can change. It just needs to grow, and you might have to be fungible yourself in terms of working with the team or the team's projects or situation.
Yeah, I see growth here. I see that, that I think that I want to say in a way that maturer heads will prevail here.
That's
and
a good way.
That, if there's any disagreements or problems working together as a team, the mature people in the room, the adults in the room, be that you or someone else, will be able to straighten things out and make things fairer. I just love teamwork. I worked in academia, and I had to be on a number of teams, and a lot of times that meant one or two or one person in the team ends up doing all the work.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
I just know from the committee works that I had over my career too, usually.
So yeah, Anthony, you can't get away from work for a while, I guess. Sometimes the cards just lean more one way in people's lives than the other, and that's what we see right now with what came out today. Good luck with that.
All right.
All right. Swathi is up. All right, Swathi.
And tomorrow's Friday, so therefore it's also the time for my outlook on the emotional exchanges. You're very welcome too, Anthony. It's the one card for each element: air, fire, water, earth, and a card for each sign of the zodiac. Oops, I misspelled zodiac, didn't I? I'll have to correct that.
Zodiace.
Sorry.
Mr. O.
Yes.
Ah, Michigan, my Michigan. I am rooted here, I'm afraid. Well, I don't know. You never know. Something could move me on, but I'm pretty rooted here.
Mega Lotta winnings. Mega Lotto.
General reading for Swathi. All right, you've
All right,
got
so
it.
it's going to be your deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd move somewhere if I won Mega Millions, I think.
Well, I could be tempted. I don't know. I could be tempted to find a Lake Michigan
That would be the thing.
mansion.
Yes, a mansion on the coast of Lake Michigan.
Or some luxury condo,
Well, she needs more of that luckiness if we're going to share it.
I was pretty lucky this week. I'm
She
surprised
was.
this Mercury retrograde is turning out lucky in the lottery in the weirdest ways. So, yeah, I actually, as I've added it up, won at least $250 total.
Oh, wow. Anthony says somebody finally claimed the $1 billion one from a couple months ago.
I saw that and I pointed it out to you, but you missed that.
Hi, Mama T.
Hey, Mama T. There was a
Sweet dreams.
two people that won, and one person won, but maybe they both played together. Whatever the case may be, they both agreed to split money if one or the other won. Maybe that's how it worked. And one of them won, and so they're splitting those billions of dollars. And I think they're going to get $385 million each or something.
Something
when
like
all
that,
is said and
365
done.
or something.
Sheesh.
They'll have to pay taxes on that too, though, I think.
Well, I guess,
Or in
but
subsequent years.
some of that's out already. Some of that is after preliminary taxes.
Okay,
I
that's
think.
good then.
Pretty sure about that. Yeah, it's more than enough to live on.
So
that's
Mama
for
T
darn
stepped
sure.
in to say good evening
Good
and
evening, Mama T.
wish us all sweet dreams as we do to you.
General reading, and Swathi is starting off with the Six of Wands.
Whoa.
And if that's not enough, he's got the King of Pentacles.
King of Pentacles.
And then we have one little reversal here. There's a Page of Swords. This Page of Swords is coming up a bit today.
Yeah, this is the fourth
Different
time, I
decks.
think.
Well, and now it's reversed. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But basically, the Six of Wands indicates, Swathi, that if you haven't had it already, you're about to achieve some victory or some move forward or some recognition for something that you're doing right now. People, are ready to applaud you in your efforts.
It feels like you're making a mark, you're hitting a mark, like there was a target and you're hitting that. And what you're achieving, I believe, is mastery. That's the King of Pentacles. So this mastery could just be mostly in terms of feeling you know how to manage things for yourself. It could mean that maybe financially you get better, or you have a feeling of more security around you. The Page of Swords reversed may indicate that, there is a little bit of something going on. Maybe it's about a message that just sort of leaves ill in your mouth, something like that. But it could also feel too, I suppose, like maybe even though these things happen, you don't feel necessarily convinced you did it. Like maybe you feel like maybe it was more luck. So you may not be interpreting your success from your point of how you've planned for it.
Well, I like that, and I was going to add something similar to that as I read through them all. So you beat me, but that's okay because I beat you once. So, the thing is that I feel here something is going to make you stand out. Let's look at it that way. So a lot of people don't want to take credit for a job well done or being, even if, let's say, it's a kind act for somebody. A lot of people don't want to be recognized for that. They just want to do the act. So, it's something like that where you're going to get some recognition for something you have done. And I'm just thinking to myself that it might put you in a better financial position in some way. Maybe this will open some doors for you in some way where you will be able to get a better job or get a raise in pay or a bonus of some sort, some reward for doing what you've done. And the Page of Swords reversed here just indicates to me, don't be shy about this. Don't belittle what you have done. So, when I look at the Page of Swords sometimes, and maybe you could think of a better card for this, but I think of the term imposter syndrome. Sometimes that would come up, I think, with the Magician reversed too.
Yeah, or maybe that Seven of Swords reversed or something.
Well, in other words, just that, you feel like you don't deserve the credit. What did I do? It's really nothing. But it was something, and sometimes it's like what Mr. O said. This is just a little bit of an add-on to what Mr. O said, that you really doubt your talent sometimes, and you don't give yourself that credit. So you did this, and you deserve the credit for it. So good for you.
All right, so Lenormand.
Mm-hmm.
And you're welcome, of course.
So let's see what the Lenormand can add here. Well, there's the whip or the broom in this case. And the birds. Really interesting. The birds are the bats in the Halloween Lenormand. So we have the witch, which is the whip. It's really the broom here. And then we have the bats. And the bats are the birds. So what does this mean? Word travels fast, Swathi. That's what it means, It's kind of like a word of whatever this is that you are about to do will spread and travel. So, this is probably a really good time, like I said, if you do anything that makes you stand out whatsoever, make sure people hear about it. Because word will spread and it'll be good for your future, It's the best thing I can say about this card. That combination.
I wonder if we could apply that to what she says right there, because it's kind of interesting, since it is talking about words in a way.
Oh, wow. Well, that's interesting. So you could be in the spotlight in a negative way, I suppose, but all of this looks really fairly positive. So I'm hoping it won't be too bad. This can sometimes be problematic, Swathi, in that, the broom means things are happening fast, and that maybe, the birds are about social media. The birds can be about networking or communications. So if somebody is looking at your internet stuff right now, just be aware of that and make sure that you are showing, the best side of you can right now.
Yes. And be definitive and, make quick moves to change the things that you need to with any of that.
Yep. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Swathi.
Have a good night, Mama T. We'll see you soon. Susie's up, right? Yep.
Right. Did we find